Software as a service contains introduction, characteristics of SAS, types of SAS, architecture of SAS, software as a service providers, advantages and disadvantages, and conclusion. History of SAS. The terms of SAS or software as a service was first mentioned in internal document called software as a service strategy backgrounded by software and information industry association in 2000. Introduction to SAS on demand software is a software delivery model in which software and associated data are hosted centrally and accessed using thin client, usually a web browser over the internet. Characteristics of SAS: easy customization, better access, multi-tenant architecture, integration, optimal performance. Characteristics: multi-tenancy. This is the architecture whereby a single instance of a software app is meant to serve multiple customers. Security and compliance. The responsibility of the SAS application and hardware security solely lies with the application developer. It should ensure that multiple tenants on a shared infrastructure have their data virtually segregated and made accessible to those individual intended to access it. Types of SAS: there are two types of SAS. UPS of SAS: no need to buy the applications, deploy them and maintain them. No need to maintain the equipment and infrastructure. Low cost. Downs of SAS, that means ups of SAS, that means down of SAS, dependency on the SAS provider, security issues and limit applications. Architecture of SAS: application designed for a SAS or a cloud infrastructure requires a number of key consideration to leverage the benefits delivered by the cloud. The design of a traditional applications consider limited resources and conclusion. History of SAS. The terms of SAS or software as a service was first mentioned in internal document called software as a service strategy backgrounded by software and information industry association into industry organistic. Software as a service architecture. So here front end tool of SAS, salesforce.com, work.online, then slide rocket, Clarison, Google Docs. Here SAS vendor is available: load balancer, firewall, compute power, application, all are software oriented only. Business model: software service application or in operational structure. SAS provider: Salesforce, LinkedIn, Workday, NetSuite, ServiceNow, Con1000. Introduction to SAS on demand service. Disadvantages: robustness, privacy, security, reliability, compliance, virtual machine security. It is a background of virtual machine security is the current operating system provides the process abstraction to achieve resource sharing and isolation. From a security perspective, however, an attacker who has compromised one process can usually gain control of the entire machine. This makes security systems running on the same computer, such as antivirus programs or institution detection system, also vulnerable to attack. In response to the imperfect isolation between processes in a modern operating system, security researchers have begun to use virtual machine technology when designed the security. Business model: software service application or in operational structure. Virtual machine definition: a virtual machine is a logical process, most often an operating system. This interface emulated hardware is managed by underlying the control program. The architecture is virtual machine monitor, create a guest OS. It will be a simultaneous, concurrently more than one guest OS may be created by using a virtual machine monitor. most modern virtual machine systems use the virtual machine monitor model for managing the controlling individual virtual machines. The virtual machine is the thin software layer that runs directly on applications. Architecture of SAS: application designed for a SAS or a cloud infrastructure requires a number of key consideration to leverage the benefits delivered by the cloud. The design of a traditional applications consider the limited resources machine. The virtual machine allows multiple virtual machines to be running at the same time and transparently multiplexes resource. Business model: software service application and the or in operational structure. So this is the architecture of virtual VM virtualization layer. So using hardware, we can share the hardware to more than one users by a virtual machine. So hardware can be we install different type of OS. That OS going to be create like a guest OS and share to virtual machines. Here again the same thing, different type of OSs I told already. That one is Windows Server 2003, Windows NT, Netscape Navigator, next Linux, Windows 2000, Service Console model. These are all the types of platform. Through this platform we can share the application by the virtual machine concepts.